So basically, there's a lot of things that can improve your attractiveness, such as building bone structure, building a static body, and other things. But in this video, I'm gonna teach you how to do the right type of diet that can improve your attractiveness, which the diet is high-fat diet. This video specifically for the people who had no experience to like how to doing the high fat diet. They literally know like knowledge, they don't know what to do. This video is specifically for the people like that kind of people. So number one tip is eat less frequent. Why is that is when you eat frequently, what I mean eat frequently is like, I give you an example. You wake up, the first thing you did is you eat cookies, you eat cake, and after that you eat breakfast. After your breakfast, you drink coffee, which have like sweetener and sugar in it. And after coffee, you have a bread. After that, you have some lunch. After lunch, you have some like cupcake and other things, right? And you have some chocolate, and then you dinner. After dinner, you eat some snacks, some potato chips like that. If you have that type of habits, which basically the organ name in your there's a organ in your body named pancreas. Whenever and whenever you eat, the organ named pancreas will produce insulin. So that's mean if you eat lunch, it will produce insulin. And if you after lunch you eat chocolate, you eat cupcake, you eat other things, it will produce insulin. After after that you eat dinner, will produce insulin too. And after you done your dinner, you eat like potato chips, like some random things, some snacks, right? And also can produce insulin. And high amount of insulin can make like some inflammation in your body. That's why you have like bloated face and also like some acne in your face. It is because high amount of insulin in your body. So the simple thing is, which literally you doesn't need spend any money. You literally just like eat less frequently. So for example, my situation is I only eat one meal per day. So that's mean I only had lunch only. Doesn't mean I eat less frequent. My calorie intake was also low. Doesn't mean like I eat less food. What I say is eat less frequently is you just like had one meal or two meals per day. It could be like breakfast and also lunch, but for me it's lunch. You just like eat one time per day, but the quantity of the food is still high, is still a lot. So that's mean like in one table is like still a lot of foods that you can eat. But the difference is you just like eat one time per day. That's it. Doesn't like eat like small foods, but like you eat some small foods. After that, after a few minutes, you eat like small foods. Basically, that is like a bad habit. What I recommend is like you eat one meal, so that's mean you eat like one time or two times per day, but the quantity foods is still a lot, which basically is not a problem if you like worrying about the calorie intake per day. So that is like the number one tips. After that, the number two is after you already get used to to just like eat less frequently. Now you can like consistent eating like one meal or two meals per day. So the next progress that you can make is lowering your carb intake and switching to like eat more high fat diet, such as I will recommend you, I want to make it easier, so I will recommend you to buy 5 eggs per day. So that's mean you will eat 5 eggs per day. So that's mean is you lowering your carb intakes. It could be like you lower your rice intake, you lower your bread intake. It could be anything. You lower your carb intake and you eat more like high fat foods, which I would recommend is eggs. But if you want to eat beef and eat other things, that is fine. But if you, I recommend, I want to make it easier, you just eat more eggs, which 5 eggs. After some time, you already keep consistent. After you already get used to it and it is like sustainable to you, so repeat the process. Basically, you keep lowering the carb intakes and keep eat more fast foods. You can add up like beef, add up some bacon, and that is fine. Look, I'm not saying that you have like to cut completely carbs intake. What I'm saying is you have just to keep lowering your carb intakes. After a few times and you already get used to it, you just like keep lowering and keep lowering and keep lowering. And at the same time you eat more fats and also more fats. So yeah, this is how you to eat more fats in your diet. After that, you want to eat more eggs, but you don't know how to cook. You can learn at the YouTube. There's a lot of videos that can teach you. What I recommend you probably heard like omelets, sunny side up eggs, hard boil, soft boil. But the type of eggs that I will recommend to you is sunny side up eggs. Probably I will show the picture. And the reason is that is when the eggs, you imagine the yellow or the orange color, the parts of the eggs is still runny. What I mean is still like, it's still like yolky, where literally the texture is like some wet. It's not like some hardly some boil like that. What I will recommend it is because it's really good for your body. It is because the nutrient absorption are much better rather than like hard boil or other things that can make the yolk not runny anymore. So the keep it simple is, if it's, you heat up the egg yolk until the yolk is still kind of like hard feeling, hard texture. That is not like, recommend. That is not like good for the nutrient absorption, and also it already lost some nutrient benefits. But if you like some wet texture and still runny, literally it's like some jelly like that, which literally is really good because the nutrients are still over there, and which basically rich in nutrient. Keep it simple. And after you can learn it how to cook sunny side up eggs in a YouTube. It's just simple. If you like overcook, you kind of like fuck up a little bit. You just, you cook the eggs and it's not like your expectation. That is fine. Don't overwhelm yourself. I want you to keep consistent doing this type of diet. This like long-term goals. It is not like the goals that you're gonna get right now. This like, you have to wait a long period of time and you have to patience about it. So basically, this is like a long-term goal. So if you fuck up, that's fine. Because my situation, I'm also like overcook the eggs. I'm kind of like don't know how to cook properly. There's a time where I cook the eggs where it's like overcooked and the taste is not like delicious. Tastes like weird. That is fine. This is how we make progress. At first, we suck at things, but after like we keep consistent, we keep doing it, we keep learning it, then after that you will improve it. So don't overwhelm, just cook. It is perfectly fine if you're not like perfect cook, or you just like doesn't cook perfectly. And basically, yeah, after that you just like keep repeating the process, keep lowering the carb intakes and eat more fats, eat more eggs. And also you can buy it depending on your budget. If you can like buy more eggs, buy more meats, then it's fine if it like sustainable to you. But if you can't, just like keep this level where the carb intakes, it kind of like bit, bit here, but to make sure your fats consumption per day is like, keep it high enough. So yeah, basically I hope it's really helped to you. Thanks for watching, guys.